Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Into the Boom podcast. I'm your host, Max, and it's been a little while. It's been probably a week or so, maybe ten days since the last pod, which is funny enough because I actually said that I wanted to record like every single day. In the last pod I uploaded, and then I took a hiatus for 10 days. Um, but the good news is, in that 10 days, there's been a lot that's actually happened. So now I can actually talk about that. So that's exciting. To kick that off, I went to the Twins home opener. That was pretty cool. Trying to think back to when that was. Honestly, I don't even know. It was cold though. It was like roughly probably like 36 degrees, nice and overcast. Beautiful day for baseball. Sat down towards the first base dugout, which that was cool. That was home team dugout, of course, and got to see TC Bear, the mascot, jumping around on top of the dugout. That was cool. Twins scored in the top of the. Oh, I think it was in the top of the first. I'm pretty sure it was either that or it was in the second inning. And then I don't think they scored for the rest of the game. They lost to the Astros. Um, but I don't know. It was still a good time. I sat over chilled by myself. I went with my dad though and his girlfriend. So that was fun. That was a good time. Carpooled with them, and then I bought tickets later on, so I didn't sit with them. I chose to upgrade my seat a little bit and go down towards the dugout. So, which that was cool. I brought my Meta glasses. Just bought those recently. So brought those, wore those, threw some clips, recorded some stuff. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, that was a really fun time. My cat is currently trying to take down my lamp right next to me. So that's annoying. I'm going to grab him really quick. Sorry, y'all. Alright. I'm not going to cut that out either. I don't care. Alright. But yeah, it was a good time at the game. Ate a nice, good old glizzy. Ate a chicken tender basket. That was good. Had a couple brewskis. That was a fun time. I'm not going to lie. I got a little fucked up. A little bit. But it wasn't terrible though. I've been a lot worse at Target Field. That's for another pod though. I'll save that story for another pod. um, but yeah, um, I do have one gripe though, and that is the parking situation. And so there's usually three ramps, right? That's connected to the stadium. And now with these three ramps, it's actually um, prepay only, which opening day, no one fucking knows that. And so every single person trying to park at that ramp basically had to sit there, download the app, do it all, boom, bada bing, bada boom, pay. It sucked. Anywho, so there's a giant line, right? Giant line of cars just chilling on the highway. It's like a four-lane highway, but so the first lane on the full right side is just dead stop, waiting there in line. And of course, some jackass comes flying by, in the second lane, cuts right in front of us. We finally get all the way up there, dude. All the way up there. We sat there for like 20 minutes. Finally get up to the first, like right when we're about to finally get in the parking ramp, dude cuts us off. And dude, we were pissed. It was a red Volkswagen. If you drive that Volkswagen, you a bitch. Had a couple kids in the car. It was a dad. At least I'm assuming it was a father. That would be terrible if that was an Amber Alert. Later on. Anyways, we were pissed. We were mad. So we flicked them off. All right. I still don't know if it's flick or flipped. I'm 23 and I still don't know if it's flick or flipped. Anyways, hit him with the bird. We all did, actually, all three of us in the car. And the father, he hit it back. Father did, you know. I get it, you know. And then he hit us with one of these little. If you're not watching the video, I just hit y'all with the, let's just say, the little wiener sign. And so that was kind of funny, though. I was like, damn, you're like 45, but still hitting us with that. But okay. And then his kids started doing it, which, you know, the kids in the car, they were roughly probably 4 or 5, you know, roughly around that age. Which that was actually pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie, because the kids were hitting us with a bird. Which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt proud of that. You know, they now know what that means because of me. That's kind of cool. They're gonna have that story forever. They probably won't remember it. Anyways, the kid also hit us with the little wiener sign, which I thought that was kind of funny. You know, jokes in there by itself. You know, jokes write themselves, they say. And, you know, this is just another example. I was like, Jesus Christ, why is this little 4-year-old hitting us with a little wiener sign? Like, sorry, dude, you're not to be that guy, but come on, you're 4 years old. So yeah, Twins lost though, so that sucked. Getting out of there also sucked. Going down the new parking ramp situation, I don't know why, it just took forever to get out of the parking ramp. Really had to pee too, so that fucking sucked. Should have pissed though before I left. That's my own fault, you know. They got me. You got me. What else is going on in the world right now? There's a lot of shit going on. Oh yeah, something else that happened at the game that I forgot about. I just looked down at my notes. So at Target Field, there is a giant ramp area, like where you can walk inside of the stadium. So if you don't want to take the elevators or you don't want to go up the staircase, there's like just a ramp that zigzags back and forth just straight up, right? And my drunk ass was walking up that ramp to get up to I was going down. I was going down the ramp because I was going down to my seats. And I saw this guy and his wife, I'm assuming. And the wife was in a wheelchair. Now, that part's not funny, okay? It's not. Don't laugh. It's not funny. Make fun of that, okay? But what was funny was the guy that was pushing her, and I'm not gonna lie, she's ate a couple of glizzies, ate a couple of, you know, probably that game, honestly. And the game didn't even start. We got there like an hour and a half before, and she was probably already 2 glizzies deep, you know. So, you know, and she'd probably Dippin' Dots, pretzel. She was a big lady, all right? If it was Charles Barkley would say, she's from San Antonio. It was a giant lady. Anyways, what was funny about the entire situation was that her husband, or whoever it was pushing her up this entire ramp. And, dude, I felt so bad. The guy's face was just like, fuck my life. I could just see it in his eyes. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry. But, like, at the bottom line, your legs probably look like Saquon Barkley. Because, Jesus Christ, you just had to push. It's like you're doing, God, what's that fucking drill called in football? You know, where you push that thing? That heavy-ass thing down the field? I forgot what it's called. But that's basically what he was doing. And he was just pushing her up, like, 3 stories. So that sucked for him. But, I don't know, I got amusement out of it. You know, I thought that was kind of funny. What else is going on? It's my birthday tomorrow. That's pretty cool. Be turning 24 years old. 24 years young, I suppose. So that's exciting. It's a good number. 24. Shout out Kobe. Um, so yeah, that's some that's something to celebrate. Seeing my family, seeing some friends this weekend. That should be cool. I would say 23 this year, or this past year now, looking back on it. It was a good year. I moved out. That was cool. We live in an apartment now, me and my girlfriend. So that's a big thing that happened this year. But yeah, it was I don't know, it was a good year of development, I would say. I'm proud of myself this year. It was a good year mentally. Worked through a lot of things. Um, and I'm in a good spot now, which that's exciting. That's that's nice, being in a good spot. It's way better than the ladder. And hating life, fuck that, dude. I was there for a little while. It sucked. You don't want to hate life, dude. You don't want to do that. But yeah. So it's my birthday tomorrow, turning 24. I would say 24 this main year. I want to this upcoming year is what I'm trying to say. Last year I mainly focused on like my mental health and stuff like that. This upcoming year, physical health. That's really what I want to work on. Um, I'm on AG1 right now. If y'all don't know what AG1 is, it's like a supplement, kind of not shake. I guess it's kind of like a supplement shake. It's just that powder that you pour into your water. Has so many vitamins, so many different types of, what's the word? Not like mushroom. I don't. Fuck. Look at me. I'm a great salesman, dude. It's like not mushroom stuff that helps your brain, but kind of like that, improves memory and stuff like that. Whatever that's called, it has that, and it also has just like zinc and stuff. Because I was just drinking or just taking like 20, not 20. That's a little much. Probably like 12. Jesus, that's a lot too. But probably like 12 or so pills a day. That sounds terrible what I just said. Vitamins though. They were all vitamins. So that's good. Zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, stuff like that. So I was taking a bunch of stuff like in that realm. And then I was like, wow, I don't want my liver to like die of taking all these pills and having to like decompose of the little casings and stuff. So I was like, I listen to Rogan, so he really likes this stuff. So I was like, Rogan is a lot more fit than I am, even though he's like 26 years older than me. So I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try it, and I've used it now for about 2 months. I'm gonna say, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Feel a lot more kind of like, what's the word? Aware, almost. I don't know if that's the right word, but in a way, I kind of almost feel like more aware, more awake, stuff like that, more energy, which is good. That's probably what I'm supposed to be feeling like. Makes sense. I'm getting all these good nutrients and stuff in me. So that's exciting. This morning worked out, which that's good. I wanted to work out for the last little bit, but just been so damn lazy, dude. Sometimes it's hard, dude. You just want to sit back. We've been addicted. Me and Madison, we've been addicted to Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie. This new season, it's gotten us. And I'm already like maxed out battle pass, maxed out the more items in the battle pass. I'm like a level 140, I think, around there or something like that. But yeah, I've absolutely just been loving it. Been addicted to MLB too. So yeah, that's really where I've kind of been, honestly, since the last pod. But yeah, I worked out this morning, did some sit-ups, push-ups, Uh, did yoga this morning. That was cool. Did some kettlebell stuff. That was interesting. But yeah, dude, kicked my ass. I'm not gonna lie. I was boy, it was kind of heavy breathing after it, which first day back. I'll get back on this. Get back in the swing of things. But then yeah, after my shower or after my workout, I took or I don't have a sauna. I wish I did. And my apartment doesn't have a sauna either. So my sauna is just the shower. And at my apartment complex, I don't know what it is. Their water is so up and down. It's not even up and down actually. It's just fucking hot. It's like, I don't even know. It's insane how hot our water is. And then it's insane how cold our water can get. So I don't know if like the temperature gauge or whatever is just like non-existent, because I swear to God, one day it was like our water was like hot, and then one day it like went to a next fucking level. It like what's the word? Like trying to think in like Pokemon. It like had an evolution basically. And now our water is literally like Satan's bathtub. It's fucking insane. It's like his hot tub. It's literally boiling. And so after I worked out, I jumped in the shower, did my thing. And then I set a 10-minute timer, put that water onto fucking Satan's hot tub mode, and let that thing cook. And I sat there, and I was breathing, Oh my God. You hear me? I'm all stuffed up. Excuse me. Breathing, doing my thing. And it was relaxing. It was a good time in there. Didn't touch the water though, because it was literally like, I wish y'all could feel it. Pause. That was a little insane. But I'm just telling y'all, it's like lava. Like if you put your hand under there and leave it there for a second, when you pull that thing out, it's turning red. It's looking like a strawberry. So yeah, did a sauna for a little bit, aka my shower. And then I flipped it straight into cold and icicles. I got under that, and it was a shock like no other. It was. I swear to God, I blacked out. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I was standing next to that Coca-Cola polar bear in Antarctica, sipping on a glass of Coke, with that sugar in it, thanks to RFK. With real sugar, not that fake shit. But yeah, it was so cold. Sat under there for 3 minutes somehow. Felt like I was under there for hours, an eternity. It was so fucking cold. But it was great though. I got out after, once that bell finally went off, and I turned the water off as fast as I could. Instantly grabbed a towel though, so it was so cold. My teeth were chattering and shit. But yeah, I felt amazing afterwards. Amazing. So energized. I felt like fucking reborn. Felt like I just came out of the womb again. So that was cool. Highly recommend that. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow and the next day. So, and probably hopefully the next day. I gotta get on that routine. It's all about getting on that routine. Once you're on that routine, you can keep going. It's just like me with that AG1 stuff, that drink, that smoothie shake thing. It's like, once you get the first 9 days or whatever, 8 days, once you get done with that, then it's just a routine. It's like making your bed every morning. I never made my bed every morning. Then I met Madison. And then I lived with Madison. And now I make my bed every morning. Or our bed every morning. So, which is a good thing. It's a great routine to be in. It's like, that's you're starting your day off with a win right away. If you wake up, get out of bed, make that thing right away, boom, already winning the day. Fuck with me. One done. Let's see how many wins I can rack up on the day. What else is in my notes? What else is going on in the world? Been drinking hella matcha as well lately. Been doing that instead of coffee. That matcha is it's like that green tea. Actually, got some right here. Funny enough, like that. Shout out Caribou. So yeah, I've been drinking that instead of coffee recently. Still has caffeine in it, but I don't know. It's just a little bit healthier, probably. Doesn't stain my teeth. It's probably gonna turn me into Shrek, which, hey, that's pretty cool. It's exciting. Like this one, for example, I threw some strawberry syrup, some pineapple syrup, with some vanilla. Oh my god, baby, that thing was amazing. So yeah, I got that this morning before my pod, right after I saw the polar bears, Coca-Cola bear, my cold plunge. Went to McDonald's too. That was cool. Got a McGriddle. Bro, those things are fucking so good. It's like crack. Straight up. That hash brown. Which, come on, bro. $3 for a fucking hash brown. You're out of your damn mind. Like, actually. That's fucking insane. That's why I use the app, though. Telling y'all, use that app. Got that thing for free. For free. But yeah, as I was driving to McDonald's, I saw a nice couple on the sidewalk walking, taking their jaunt, and then right up the road a little bit on the same sidewalk, there was 2 geese standing up there on that sidewalk, and I just could tell that these geese are some fucking bitches, dude. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. It's springtime. Some horny little birds flying around the sky right now. You gotta watch out. Those things they'll come and get you. They're mean too, dude. Geese suck, dude. Geese are fucking bitches, They're like old people at a crosswalk. They just fucking suck. You just don't want to see them. Ever. Especially at a crosswalk. Slow ass motherfuckers. Anywho, so yeah. I don't know what happened. I drove past, I wasn't there for the crime scene. But I'm sure it wasn't nice. I know someone that's gotten attacked by a goose. 2 people actually have gotten attacked by geese. So one just honked, swear to God. There's a goose honking outside right now. I'm getting jumped. Boys. It's over. The pod is getting ran through by geese. Excuse me. So yeah, that was something. Also had a thought in my mind as well as I was driving, and I was like, wow, these people that are walking, like, if you really think about it, we're all just vertically planking right now. If you're standing. Excuse me. So, yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. Popped in my mind. But, let's see. What else do I got in here in my notes? Fuck, dude. I don't even know. That might be it. If you do watch, I'll talk about this for a second. If you do watch Joe Rogan, I am a watcher of his, a viewer, a listener. It's great when I'm at work, throw him, boom, podcast, bang, I can learn. Anyways, he had this dude, Ben Lamb, on recently. And this dude runs a company that basically takes genomes from extinct, like, DNA, and they basically recreate the fucking animal or organism. So they just recreated a dire wolf, which that is insane. Last one's been alive for like 10,000 years ago, I believe. Either 10,000 or 12,000. I've heard both. Which, I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't fucking alive then. God damn. That's a long ass time ago. I don't even think there was light back then. You know? So, these wolves are fucking giant, by the way. They're giant fucking wolves. They're like 2 times the size of a gray wolf or something. I don't know. I just made that up. That's how easy it is just to spread misinformation. Anyways, so I thought that was pretty cool. They're talking about bringing back dodo birds too. Those fucking weird ass like toucan penguin hybrids. So I don't know. I would have a dodo bird. Why not? Fuck it. You know. They claim that everything that they do for this company is like helping ecosystems. I don't fucking know what. I'm cool with it. I like animals and stuff. Bring back all the old stuff. I'm cool with it. I don't care. But what the fuck does a dodo bird have to do with an ecosystem? Like, what does it? Like I know what it has to do with it. I'm not watched Animal Planet all my life as a kid, but like, I don't know. Talking about bringing back mammoths. Dude, can you imagine having a fucking mammoth? Like, seeing a mammoth? That'd be insane, dude. That'd be so cool. Apparently, they are like 98% mammoths. Ooh, I think that's the right stat. 98%. They share 98% of their DNA with Asian elephants, which that's interesting. I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? So, and Asian elephants are born with hair, like fur, and then they lose it over time. I never knew that. I was like, what the fuck? So I thought that was insane. I want a mammoth, I'd saddle up a mammoth, ride him into fucking battle, ride him into China, stomp their rice fields and shit. We might be heading there, boys. We might be playing Freebird and dropping in fucking Beijing. But I don't know. If we do, I'm hitting the gritty though. On the first kill I get, bang, hitting the gritty and fucking saluting. So I don't know. It's tough though. It's tough out there. I don't know. I kind of know about that shit, but I kind of don't. So I don't want to talk about it too much, but all the tariffs and everything going on. But I don't know. Apparently we're beefing out there. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it on what's going on right now in my mind. Trying to think of anything else, but I think that's pretty much it. So, if y'all did enjoy this episode, leave a like, let me know, comment, or don't. I don't care. Just I appreciate that you're here. Appreciate that you're breathing. Appreciate that your brain is awake today. We're lucky. We're super lucky. It hit me the other day. I kind of thought about it. Where, how many fucking people would die to be in the position that I am in right now? I have a roof over my head, 2 cats, a girlfriend, a job, computer, podcast, car, food, all that stuff, a family. I'm grateful, man. And you guys should be too, for all the small stuff. Because someday it might be over. Never know when. But just like that. Sorry if that was loud. But just like that, it might be. Boom. Goodbye. So, I don't know. I just randomly said that shit. My bad, y'all. But I appreciate y'all. Have a good day. And yeah, I don't know when I'll see y'all again. I'm sure. Um, I'm sure it'll be soon though. I'm having fun with the pod. We just hit the 30-minute mark. That's kind of where I've been aiming to go throughout everything. Apparently, daylight savings is permanent now. That just apparently just happened as I just recorded this, as I'm looking down live. So shout out Trump, he just did that. I guess I don't fucking know. What does that mean? Daylight savings time. So right now it's permanent. Because if so, that's cool. I guess I don't. It doesn't mean anything to me. So anyways, peace out, y'all. Fucking don't change your clocks ever again. All right, peace.